Going back to Cali Cali.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hello.
It's sleeveless sweatshirt Thursday here on the Start Today morning
it's
show.
Like rock clothes.
It is rock clothes.
Maybe we do need the stands.
Do we need the stands?
They're a little, it's a weird.
It's low.
It's low. Get low when the whistle blows.
All right, let's see.
Yep. We're in the gym again, guys.
We didn't make it out of the gym.
Hold on. I'm still in my, I have one more. Is it a rep or what's the difference between a rep and a set?
A rep is one part of a set. A set is a collection of reps.
Okay, so I have one more set to go before I'm done.
How many reps are in your sets?
15.
Oh, that's great. I do 12.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh, double flowers.
Say good morning.
Thank you. See,
wow.
I can put it in my hair.
Flowers for everyone. Flowers from Ford, flowers from NOAA, flowers for algernon.
I was going to say it and I didn't.
There you go. All right.
What the heck is algernon?
Exactly.
You'll have to read it in like 7th grade.
Get it off, Mommy.
Get it off?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's for 40. Okay.
That's for 40? Okay, great. Remember we're going to put it in here. Oh, okay, baby shark. Okay. Who knows the baby shark dance? There we go, guys. There we go. Get it. Honey, you gotta get yours in a stand. Yeah, if you were like, what's that show about? It's about this.
Nothing.
It's about nothing and everything.
I didn't bring the other stand.
Yes, you did, Hollis.
No, I didn't bring the other stand.
I
left the holder for the stand. That was why I was doing
40,
this.
go get Daddy the top of this thing.
It's sitting on the desk in the office.
Do you see, Ford, the thing that looks like this? It holds the phone. I'm going to count. Don't trip. Your shoelace is untied.
1,
2, 3,
You ever
4.
do this?
You just have to count to
Just
4.
start counting.
And
You get to
then-
4, and then they
you're
start
done,
running.
And then they run.
We've
and
got
they
2
get it
angles
done
of the
faster.
camera. What is happening here? Good morning.
I don't like my leg touching your leg because you're very sweaty.
I am sweaty.
You are very sweaty.
I got out here and did a decent amount of sweaty work. I'm wearing a sweatshirt with no sleeves.
You are. So we're both, this is not an ad, but we're both, you guys know I love The Rock. He's one of my favorite people. So I buy his workout clothes. And then I also buy Dave his workout clothes because that's where we're at.
Because when you're working out, sometimes you need a hood.
You do.
Who needs a hood
to
work out in?
Take your glasses off.
Okay.
Now it's a mood.
No, I can't see anything.
It doesn't matter what you can see. It matters what I can see. Okay, take the hat. Now put the hood on. Now put the hood on.
Now I look like I'm a robber, I think. I don't know. I can't see.
No, you look like
Noah,
you're
don't
about
be
to
frightened.
rob.
It's me.
Yes, Ford. Good job, brother.
Thank you.
You look like you're about to rob those gains.
Like I'm about to rob your heart.
How much was it?
It was 38.
38 seconds.
38 seconds.
Amazing.
38 seconds. Fastest man in the West.
It's always
38 seconds. 38 seconds feels right.
Always.
38 seconds feels right.
Yeah, he's that.
All right, Facebook, hold your horses. Hold on.
Okay, so I buy the Rock's workout clothes, and this one actually was a gift from one of the gals on our team. Ashley got me this for Christmas. It's very sweet because she knows that I love me some Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
DJ.
I would like to put a message out.
What's the message?
Now
honey?
Now we got to scoot back just a little because I can't keep touching. I can't keep touching your leg, or I'm gonna have a freak out. No, we don't have to be that crazy. I just don't want your sweaty leg on me.
Good morning.
Just come sit right here, Hollis. Okay, so, I would like to put a message out if you just happen to work on, what's this? Under Armour Rock campaign, Project Rock campaign. Consider a woman designing your women's line.
Oh.
Because basically what I'm seeing you do, Under Armour, is for The Rock at least, you're basically just doing his stuff, but for women. The fit's not great. The designs are weird. I don't know what woman is like, this is what I want my body to look like, right?
Is this the way to have Under Armour send us a sweatshirt?
No, it's a way
you.
to have Under Armour pull me in as a consultant if they need me. But just have a woman. Just have a woman try them on. This is just from me to you.
Let's see, what do you got? Was it a roly-poly?
No, her hand's just wet and muddy.
Oh, okay. That doesn't
Gross.
seem like a exciting
Okay,
thing.
go play with your brother.
All right, go find. See if you can find another bear.
So that's where we're at. We did a bear hunt yesterday.
Yeah.
Whereby you print out. Yeah, good call. You print out pieces of paper that are shaped like a bear, and then you hide them all over
I
your.
found the flower.
Oh,
that
great.
spits out yellow goo.
Okay, we don't want yellow goo, but that is a beautiful flower.
All right.
But you get little paper bears, you cut them out, and then you hide them all over your property or in your house, and then you send the kids on a bear hunt. So that's a fun thing that you can do with your lives.
They've actually, I gotta say, as much as it's unconventional, they have taken to, when it was moving your body time yesterday, Sawyer was leading people in how to do Fortnite dances in the living room, which I thought, you know what, that's
Anything
not
goes
conventional
in a
PE,
quarantine.
but I will take it.
Anything
I will
goes.
take a little Fortnite dance teaching in our living room. Thank you very much.
Yesterday was our first official distance learning, which is what our school district is calling it, to do school online.
Yeah.
Any other parents out there doing distance learning and you're so confused about what is what?
I was the
We
dad
have
yesterday. Here's the thing.
3 kids stuff coming at us.
If you're a teacher, I just want to say
Thank you.
Praise hands to you.
Thank you.
I was the dad yesterday on the first day of distance learning at 9 o'clock when distance learning was supposed to start at 8:45. I sent the email to the teacher because I'm sure it was in one of the hundreds of emails that were sent explaining exactly how distance learning works. But I was just like,
school.
can you just, I'm sorry,
One
I'm having
email to
trouble
rule
with
them
this
all.
thing. Could you please? And she was like, yes, of course, you're amazing. And I was like,
Teachers are so great.
I love teachers more now than I have ever loved teachers.
But there's no way
Oh.
that I don't understand how they know that our kids actually did the things. I mean, I know it's like in there or whatever, but like.
Oh, no, they know because there's this thing that they have through technology where you submit your work.
Oh.
So like you
But
go
it's not
through-
the normal amount of schoolwork. Is that correct? It's
It's
just
a
sort of
di-
like
it's-
whatever we can come up with today.
A little bit, but it's like there's like you got to go through this thing. Like today it was you got to read for 20 minutes and then you have to take a picture of the book and then put the picture up on the site.
Okay.
Then you have to do 20 minutes of math inside of this math program. Then you have to do 20
Do you know
minutes
what
of
Ford's was yesterday? So he's in second grade.
Yes.
And Ford's lesson for yesterday was write about what you had 2 options. Write about what you did on spring break or write about what you didn't get to do on spring break that you were planning on doing, which I thought was so genius.
Which one did he write about?
He, of course, wrote about what he didn't get to do. He's very frustrated.
He's
still.
emotive.
We all are.
He's
We all
emotive.
Are. We all are. I had a virtual therapy session yesterday with my therapist, not an in-person, on my phone video conference therapy session in my car because I didn't want to have a therapy session where the kids could hear me.
Did you cry in your car?
No.
I would.
I can't right now. There was no, I was just like, it was just like me basically in stunned shock the entire time. Like, well, everything that was bothering me the last time I saw you doesn't even matter now because the world's on fire. But one thing she did say that I thought was so powerful was we collectively as a world, as a globe, are in the first stage of grief, which is shock. We still actually haven't come out of the shock phase. And eventually we will truly start grieving all that we have lost. And not just people who are sick or the financial losses or having lost people that we love, but at some point we'll really start to grieve the kids who are seniors in high school who are going to miss prom, who are going to miss graduation, the kids who are seniors in college, the birthday parties, the anniversary trips, the weddings. There were so many things that we as a population are not even yet able to grieve the loss of because we're still in the stage of like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And she
or
just kept
in the stage of like not totally accepting that this is as bad as it inevitably is likely to be, or that it's even happening. Like I think there's some of us still kind of in the, oh, this'll come and pass quick. It's just a seasonal flu. Like it's just not going to be that. And when we get to that place where we, I think, are able to totally hold what this is, it's going to require a lot of the cycle o grief.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
For
and,
real.
and look, and if you've ever gone through true grief before, if you've read about it, there's shock, and then there's anger, and then there's grief, all the things, right? So just being aware that is, and someone just said one of the stages is denial. And there are still definitely people, we have a lot of people in our family who are like, what do you even, no, it's not just that. And it's not, no, you're still going out. Okay. All right. That's a thing.
I do think the one thing to stay super, super connected to is that, I put this up in a post this morning, that the pursuit that you have, the ambition you have, the goal you have for an exceptional life did not change when things got hard. And so just because things have become hard, it doesn't mean that you change your goals for yourself, the ambition that you have, the belief in what you can become. You have to adapt the way that you are going to get there. And so in real time, we're in this very, very strange season of trying to understand what the heck adapting looks like. How do we adjust to this new normal, and how do we engineer a life that still affords us a way to that goal? This mountain just got steep, and we're going to have to think of different ways to climb it, but we're still heading to the top. And so don't lose sight of the thing that you thought your life was headed towards. I mean, 2020 for me, I said at the beginning of the year, is going to be the best year of my life. I did not think that the best year of my life would have to come through me scaling the highest peak of my life. And yet here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
I was just thinking too, if you can thrive in the next 3 months, imagine the place that you'll be in when this does start to come to some resolution.
Yeah.
Imagine how strong you'll be. Imagine what you will be capable of in 3 or 4 months. If you, and I want to be clear, because that is going to look like different things to different people. I feel like I'm being inappropriate because my shorts are so short.
Honey,
not on Instagram, but on Facebook, it goes low.
Do you need a yellow towel?
I might need a yellow hair. I'm going to do this. Okay, great. Imagine how strong you will be if you are able to maintain your strength, and not that you won't have off days, and not that you won't have days that are hard for you or hard for your family, but if you can fight to maintain your sense of self, no matter what is going on in the world around you, just imagine how strong you will be. It's like, I've said this a billion times, the habits that we create are not for the good times. They're not for the easy times. The habits that we create, the rituals that we stick to, are for this time, right now. When life gets hard, when you feel unsure, when you don't know how you're going to get out of bed tomorrow morning because you feel anxious, that's what the habits are about. It's, can you do these things when life feels easy? And the beauty, there is beauty in the fact that 4 weeks ago, we thought our lives were hard.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get a witness?
Context is
4 weeks
everything.
ago, who was really, that's why I was like, to the therapist yesterday, I was like, oh, girl, I have a whole new perspective. I was in the therapy office grouching about my husband or my job or my kids or anxiety or different things. And she was like, let's, dig back into it. And I was like, oh, no.
We're good.
I don't have any, nope.
Think about this. They just announced that the Summer Olympics are going to be pushed by a year. 2021 now is when the Olympics will be in Tokyo.
Imagine if you were training for the Olympics.
This is my point. Every single person who's been training for the Olympics has chosen to do so at high altitude. They have taken themselves to places where the oxygen is thin, so that when they get to the Olympics, they are breathing air that is so much easier to take in and out because of having trained at high altitude. And we are going into our season to train in a high altitude kind of pressure that when we return to normalcy in 2021 and have our Olympics, we will be so strong for having trained at altitude.
Yep.
And you just have to see it that way every single day. And guess what? You're going to get winded because they get winded at altitude when they are training for the Olympics. But they do it so they can be strong when the Olympics actually come. Can I get a witness? Come on.
Okay, two things that I'm thinking totally in different directions, but two things that I feel like are really helping me right now and might help you. I have bust out.
Oh, you got to watch.
This is not an ad, but it's a Garmin. You can use whatever. You can use your Fitbit, you can use your Apple Watch, you can use any kind of pedometer tracker. I really like the Garmin or the Fitbit, because I don't want an Apple Watch. I don't want anything that connects me more to like my email or my text messages. I don't want any more distractions. But I am loving this, and I don't normally wear this during the day, and I've been wearing it for the past like 8-9 days because movement to me is key right now. So if you have one of these in your closet, I want you to charge it up, and I want you to be mindful of setting a step goal for yourself. You know, we say every single day we want you to move your body 30 minutes. Well, now I want you to challenge yourself. Okay, I'm gonna, maybe it's not a workout, maybe it's like I'm gonna do 5,000 steps today, or I'm gonna do 2,000 if you're in a, or I'm gonna do 10,000. Yesterday I did 13,000 steps. I went on a 5-mile run.
I started doing something crazy every hour.
Yes, this is great.
Every hour I am doing 10 push-ups.
Yep.
And here's the thing. 10 push-ups at one time does not feel like an incredible feat, but by the time I was through my day, having nearly 100 push-ups done for my day, I was like, yo, I am getting strong. And what it does is it, again, just gives me one thing that interrupts my chance to be distracted in pursuing this thing of staying grounded in what matters. And by pushing myself just for that 15 seconds, I'm able to snap my mind back into something positive instead of maybe something that ends up going sideways.
Yeah. So this is something, if you already, I'm speaking to the people who already have one of these. I don't want you to go out and spend $100-something on some kind of pedometer. Right now is the time to be thoughtful with your spending. But if you already have one of these, I want you to dust it off. I want you to charge it up. I want you to put it on your wrist every day. Just seeing it on your wrist is going to be a reminder to move. And this one, it does remind me, like, I don't know what it's set to, but if I haven't moved in a while, it literally will start vibrating, and it's like, move your body. So that's something that's really helping me. Dave's doing a little on the hour 10 push-up challenge. We have the landing page up for next 90 days. We got a temporary one. It's not as, okay. Here, hold on, Facebook.
It's not enough?
Hold on.
Where are we going?
I just want to fix it so I don't have to have a towel over my lap.
It's not the dance vibe I was looking for.
I know, it's not what you thought it was.
I wanted to move, but
I want to put this here, but I also don't want to.
Oh my!
I'm trying.
I wasn't thinking about motion sick.
I wasn't thinking about the short shorts being on camera. These are just like for your own private gym life.
Goodness gracious.
Okay, so that's something that's really helping me right now. Next 90 days signups are up. It's a temporary page. We promise it's going to be a lot prettier and cooler things are going to happen to it. But if you want to get in today, and of course you do, you're going to go to the holliscode.com/next90. That's NEXT90.
If you don't know what it is a free community challenge. There is $0 required. It is just, we will send you every single week an email. And the thing that's going to be different this year, this time, is that every single week there will be a weekly theme. And we, the two of us, are going to teach a 20 to 30 minute course on the weekly theme that you will get in the weekly email. And then we'll have conversation about that theme all week long.
It starts on Monday.
This
Monday, the first email goes out. One of the things that we've experienced before in this challenge is people want to join kind of halfway through and don't have access to it. So for the first time ever, we're teaching separate classes. We'll definitely talk about it on live stream, but you'll get your classes in a particular location so that you can access all the resources at one time. So go to theholliscode.com/next90. It starts on Monday.
This next week is about
literally just
perseverance. The next week is about perspective.
It's about perspective.
Next week is about perspective, a different P word.
Yes.
The week after that is about joy. But every single week we're going to get into something. And if 4 weeks in, you wish that you could still listen to the coaching, the conversation around perspective.
Or you want to go back and hear it again.
They're all going to live on this landing page. You'll always have access to it because this is going to be a season where you're likely going to need a tool at some point during the next 90 days. And we're going to try and create all of the tools to help us as a community get through this darn thing together.
So there's a theme each week, but the core of next 90 days is always our 5 to thrive. So the true challenge is for 90 days, we are challenging you to do 5 things every single day. Drink half your body weight in ounces of water, have a gratitude practice, give up one category of food you know you should not be eating.
Or drink
is a good one right now. To move your body for 30 minutes every single day and to get up 1 hour earlier than you have been and use that time to focus on yourself.
Self-care.
Yeah. So we're going to do it together. theholliscode.com/next90. I want to challenge you. If you normally sign up for things with us by yourself, I want to challenge you to get a group. Who are those friends you haven't seen in a while? Ask your sister, ask your partner. A lot of you are working at home with your partner for the first time, and I know we tend to attract a lot of ladies, but this is a great time to get your fella involved too. If
People are asking how much does it cost? It is free.
No money.
There will be no charge for 90
100%
days.
ever.
There will be 13 weeks of courses.
Yep.
There will be 13 weeks
No
of
money.
us 5 days a week talking through every single thing, challenging you. We're going to put a ton of social content up. The podcasts that live on Rise and Rise Together are going to be themed to the week's content. Every week for 13 weeks, we are going to just try and wrap around in everything that we do the themes of this challenge so that we can do it together.
The website wasn't working. Gosh, I hope it hasn't crashed.
I just
already.
checked. Hold on.
Someone just said, that's so rad. She just said, I lost 25 pounds the last time we did this. That's incredible. Say the address one more time, please. thehollisco.com. We're back. /next, NEXT 90. 90. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
It's there. Next 90-day
Next
challenge.
90.
Okay, so that's what's coming. The other thing, I did an interview yesterday.
Oh, I was going to say Rise Together podcast today. Rise Together podcast today we recorded yesterday. And it is all about how we
Are dealing with this time.
How we as a couple are dealing with this time, how we as parents of 4 human beings are helping with them in this time. So if you are struggling in any way, are looking for some short-term tips on how to thrive during this season of different, there is a new episode of the Rise Together podcast. It is also $0 and 0 cents. It's available right now everywhere.
So the other thing that I feel like is really helpful, and I want to say this because I don't know when the episode's going to air. I did a podcast interview yesterday with David Bach, who's our friend who's been a financial advisor for 30 years or something. And we were talking about how to manage financial anxiety around this time. And he did say one thing that I feel like is really important, and I want to put it out into the world, is now is the time. I know a lot of you, I'm seeing notes like people are losing their jobs or your partner's losing your job and there's some financial anxiety. Like raise your hand if you have financial anxiety in this time period. One of the things that he suggested, which I think is so wise, we'll put it in our links, babe. We'll put it in our bio.
You can pin it. That's okay.
So he said, now is the time to go and audit.
Oh, geez.
Oh, no. Uh-oh, don't mess it up. Now is the time to go and audit your finances and to go through and take your last 2 bank statements, your credit card statements, gather it all together. Like you have to have the courage to look at what is going on for you financially and go through with a highlighter and highlight anything that is non-essential. And he said, you need to approach this as you would approach it if you were reviewing your friend's finances, because with your friend, you'd be a lot more hardcore. You'd be like, do you really need your Netflix? Do you really need your blah, 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 right? Like you would challenge your friend in a way that you won't challenge yourself. So being mindful of now is the time. Now is the time to look at your finances. If you just sort of hide under the covers and act like you're like, oh, this is not going to touch me, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
True.
And I'm not trying to make you fearful. I want to make you strong enough
Equipped.
to look at what is really going on.
That's right.
So now is the time to go through and have the courage and pause things. Like, do you have a gym membership? Right now, if you have a gym membership right now and you're not able to go to it, why are you paying for
Cancel
that?
it until life resumes.
Put it on pause.
Yeah.
Because so many businesses are in a similar situation for you. They don't want to lose you as a client. They don't want to lose you as a customer. So now everything is up for negotiation. Call and talk to people. And I know it's a pain in the butt and it will take some time. Luckily, you probably have a little bit more time than you used to. So for what that's worth, moving your body, push-up challenge, and right now looking at your finances to know what's up.
Yep.
Businesses are small business. I don't know what that means. We're doing a lot of stuff for small businesses. So listen to the last couple of weeks of Rise podcast if you want to get some business insights. Also, if you are in business or a business leader, you should be following me on LinkedIn. We do a ton of content over there that's just specifically for our business community. If you want to read about that. Are you in a gym? Yeah, we're in a gym in our garage. This is our gym. We built this a long time ago, piece by piece. And now, man,
here's
gosh,
the thing.
we're so
If you have the
here.
resources to support your local gym, support your local gym.
100%.
If you go through the diagnostic of how much you will need to make it through the next 6 months, and you're having to make hard choices between feeding your children or supporting your local gym, make the right choice.
Yeah.
We absolutely want everyone to support local businesses, but we also want you to be responsible in considering the possibility of what you would have to do if the thing that you depend on income for doesn't exist. It's a tough world right now. The unemployment report came out today. It's the biggest unemployment report in the history of time. 3.3 million people filed for unemployment in the last week. I don't know that it is going to get better fast. And so if there's anything in this short window of time, it's take a second and just make sure that you are understanding where your money goes and where your money comes from. Because if for any God forbidden reason, the place that money comes from were to go away, you need to know what levers you are able to pull. And I want you to support every small business. I want you to support our small business. But I want you to take care of your family first. And so if you don't know what you spend, if you don't know what you make, there is no way that you are going to be prepared if something that you don't expect happens comes around the corner and surprises you. Just equip yourself with financial wisdom, knowledge of some sort. You need some kind of competency around how you spend money, and that's all I'm asking.
Yeah, and here's the thing, guys. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm supporting my business, or like, I own a gym, and so don't tell people to cancel their membership. You have to care about the lives of your customers as much as you care about your own life, right? And so there are people in your community, there are customers that you have. We have customers who are able to shop with us right now, and we are so freaking grateful. But I am the first person to tell you as a customer, if you want a t-shirt from us and you can't afford it, don't you dare. Don't you dare. You have to take care of yourself and your family right now. I understand what it is to be a business owner and to be worried about your staff. And I so appreciate that there are those of you who are still going to support the things in your local community and who we are paying people right now to not work for us. There are people in our lives who can't come into work anymore. And so they are not doing work and they are still getting paid. That is a decision that we made, like a lot of business owners are doing. But at the same time, you cannot get mad at people if they have to take care of their own personal finances right now. They got to be able to take care of their babies. They got to be able to pay rent.
I want to say this too, because I had my career coaching call last night, and I was talking to a handful of business operators who operate in spaces that require people to show up in person. Right? We run a live events business. And the thing I want to say, if you operate a gym, is this time is a gift to you to think unbelievably differently about how you might meet your customer where they are. This is the time, right? 2008, 2009 market crashes. That is when Airbnb was birthed. That is when Uber was birthed. In incredible times, innovation happens, and innovation is going to happen during this window. Now, the innovation happening because of it being you who decides as a gym operator to create a virtual gym experience that can keep you connected to people who are isolated in their homes or someone else coming up with it, that's a choice that you're going to have to make. But we're not going to be able to, because of it not feeling fair or right, change the way that people can show up to a gym. You have to think about what pain you are personally experiencing and how if someone could just create a salve, a Band-Aid, a fix, that it would fundamentally make your life better, and then go make that available to your customers. This thing is going to last for a while. And it lasting for a while is going to create opportunity for you to think about things for your business that you said you'd never, ever do. And so that, you can either see that as, I hate that I have to think differently, or you can see that as a gift to now innovate in a way that you would have never, ever thought about.
Yeah, there's a ton of ideas coming through. If there are ways that you can create tutorials online that for the thing that you do, if there are ways that you can create tutorials online so that you're still serving your community in this time, a lot of trainers are saying, hey, I'm not able to train, but I'm creating these tutorials. If you're a hairstylist, you can show us how to do our hair, please, Lord. If you, how
to handle your roots.
Yeah, my nail salon, I saw they posted a video the other day showing people how to take off acrylics, which I thought was so smart. Just continue to serve your community in this time because, man, we miss you as much as you miss us, and you want to be top of mind so that when we're able to get back to work and be in person again, of course we're running out and remembering who was serving. Like, I'm really mindful right now in our community of who I feel like is really caring about the community and who it feels a little bit like not. So
well, I was counseling someone who runs a salon, and she was, struggling, like, how do I do my work? And my advice was, look, if over the course of the next 90 days, your sole purpose in life was loving on and serving a community of people who at their home are struggling with their roots and don't know how to fix that lash problem or having trouble with the plucking and whatever it is that any other thing happens that in a salon that I have no concept of, if you can provide them a sense of comfort, a sense of direction, a sense of this being a thing that they can get through, when we get to the other side, the loyalty that will have been built for you being that bridge over troubled waters will be the reason why they flood your establishment when stores open back up.
Yeah.
You may not even make a massive amount of money during the crisis, but it's afterwards, because of the way you showed up well for her or him, that it'll change the way they think about you.
I agree. Martha just said H-E-B grocery stores are showing up for Texas. I cannot agree. H-E-B, I cry almost every time I go in there. I'm so grateful for their staff and their team. They're doing it so well.
People are still asking about the website. TheHollisCo.com/next90.
Next 90. NEXT 90. We'll put it in both of our links. We'll put it out today. Our kids are starting to whine, which means we got to go.
It's time to have a Thursday.
Tomorrow. It's going to be a great day.
Hey, I want to just say we have a sponsor on our podcasts that has been an awesome partner.
Yeah, they have.
They're called ZipRecruiter. If you are in this time of transition, thinking about or wondering how in a world that is totally different, you can find someone who can come into your now digital business, your now virtual space. ZipRecruiter has this amazing superpower of finding qualified candidates, bringing them into your knowledge base, and allowing you to save the time of having to hunt for someone. There are specialists out there that can help you find the kind of people that you need. And ZipRecruiter has been a blessing in our business as it has changed. So think about it. If you are interested in how the heck do I find someone great to help me find someone great.
Shout out to our podcast ad partners who are still with us even in these times.
That's right. Thank you.
All right, you guys, have a fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow.